Hi everyone, good evening. Am I audible to everyone? Hi, good evening everyone. Please let me know if I'm audible to all of you. Good evening Sanvi, Ayushi, Vandit. Okay, thank you so much. Welcome again to the session CAT before CAT. And today's session is about linear equations, okay? Might be one of your favorite topics, one of the easy topics that we have in CAT, okay? Generally, linear equations से बहुत ज़्यादा questions बनते नहीं हैं, but you might get lucky if you get one in the exam, right? So we are going to solve a couple of linear equations questions today, okay? And कल करेंगे quadratic equations. So just telling you guys that be prepared with all the concepts of quadratic that you know, okay? So tomorrow will be a very good lecture. In fact, today's lecture will also be very good. We'll solve some questions, okay? And again, you might be having a very good revision, okay? I am very good, Mayank, okay? So you know the schedule already. If you do not know, just look at it. Tomorrow we have quadratic equations, and then we have polynomials, surds and indices, inequalities, maxa, minima on 21, and then logarithms, progressions, algebra. So this is kind of algebra week, okay? Let's go ahead. I hope you can see the question on my screen. It's an easy one. Today's session is going to be a morale booster, okay? And try कीजिए इस question को and let me know the answer. I think for this particular question, I do not need to tell the basics, right? I mean, last session somebody told me that I should teach you the basics of whatever I'm solving. See, I'm at least expecting that you guys are prepared from your end as well, okay? Because now CAT is like 3.5 महीना 4 महीना away, है ना? So you guys should be knowing things, okay? And solve जितना ज़्यादा कर सकते हो भी उतना ज़्यादा solve करो, fine. खासकर PYQs अगर किसी ने अभी शुरू नहीं किए हैं, you should start PYQs as well, okay? PYQs will actually tell you that okay, this is the type of questions you are going to be asked, है ना? And you might find your weaknesses as well. Suppose you see a say coordinate geometry का question और geometry का question, है ना? Algebra का question, modulus question. So you'll at least be able to know that okay, modulus में मेरा कुछ unclear है. And when you are going through PYQs आपको क्वेश्चन नहीं आ रहा है, do go back, चेक करो भाई मॉडुलस क्या होता है, थोड़े क्वेश्चंस लगाओ, वापस आओ, and this is how you increase your chances of solving the questions in the exam, okay? ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आपको अभी भी पता था that you knew right now that okay, this was my problem, this was the concept I was weak in, and you dragged it till the exam, okay? That should not happen. हाँ, ज्योमेट्री इज़ लाइक सी ज्योमेट्री का ना कोई आदि अंत नहीं है, मतलब इट स्टार्ट्स एंड इट नेवर एंड्स. आई मीन कितना भी टाइप का क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर लो, यू स्टिल थिंक फॉर दैट वन इनिशियल मिनट कि ये क्वेश्चन मुझसे होगा ही नहीं होगा, राइट? अनटिल अनलेस द क्वेश्चन इज वेरी डायरेक्ट. So this is an easy question, okay? I hope all of you can solve it. So father's present age is 5 times the present age of his son. 6 years hence, the father's age will be thrice the son's age. How many years from now will the father's age be 2 times the age of the son? So you all know that present age, we should assume the present age initially, right? So let me assume that father's present age is F and son's present age is S, okay? So father's present age is equal to 5 times the present age of the son. So son ka is S. 6 years hence, that means 6 years later, okay? 6 years later father की एज कितनी हो जाएगी? F plus 6 and the father's age will be thrice the son's age. So 3 times son's age. Son की एज कितनी हो जाएगी? 6 years later it will be S plus 6, isn't it? This will be the equation formed, yes or no? Right, I think all of you are correct. So now you put F equal to 5S. So 5S plus 6 will be 3S plus 18, okay? Now you get 2S equal to 12, S will be 6, right? What is the question asking? How many years from now will the father's age be 2 times the age of the son? सो कितने साल बाद फादर की एज विल बी 2 times द एज ऑफ सन. यस और नो? सो फादर की प्रेजेंट एज निकाल लो पहले, कितना आएगा? एफ विल बी 5 into 6, that means 30. So suppose x years later father's age will be 30 plus x, it should be equal to 2 times the age of the son. So 2 times the age of son. और son की एज कितनी हो जाएगी आफ्टर x years? s plus x. Yes or no? Now you know s, you can put s as 6, right? So 30 plus x is equal to 12 plus 2x, and x will be equal to 18. So 18 years later father's age will be 2 times the age of the son. I think this is an easy question. I hope explanation की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़नी चाहिए. This is very easy, okay? Solve this question. This is also an age based question, okay? When Rajesh's age was same as the present age of Garima, the ratio of their ages was 3:2. When Garima's age becomes the same as the present age of Rajesh, the ratio of the ages of Rajesh and Garima will become. Language is a bit, I would say, confusing, है ना? It might ruin your equations. So try to build an equation, and I want to see the answer. Easy question, right? So see, we always believe that age के question easy होते हैं, they are usually easy, right? Sometimes they can be mind benders. हल्का सा आपको you will start doubting your own equations that you built, right? So try to solve this question. Okay, tell me first कि Rajesh will be elder or Garima will be elder? Okay, somebody answered A, somebody answers D. Okay, good. So Ayushman, Sanvi, correct. Rajesh will be elder, right? Because when Rajesh's age was same as the present age of Garima, है ना, the ratio of their ages was 3:2. And when Garima's age becomes same as the present age of Rajesh, तो यानी कि गरिमा की जो age है, it is becoming the present age of Rajesh. So obviously, I mean, we can say Rajesh will be elder, right? The ratio of ages of Rajesh and Garima will become. So one clue that I definitely have is Rajesh will be elder than Garima. अब अगर Rajesh is elder than Garima, so can we say that Rajesh is X years older than Garima? Can we say that? Now the question says that when Rajesh's age was same as present age of Garima, है ना, तो राजेश की एज उस समय पे कितनी हो जाएगी? G, एंड गरिमा की प्रेजेंट एज कितनी हो जाएगी फिर? G plus X. अच्छा सॉरी, हाँ, can't we take R minus X? You can take that, okay, does not matter. ठीक है, हाँ, you can take for G, you can take R minus X as well, okay. So when Rajesh's age was same as present age of गरिमा, है ना? तो अगर राजेश की एज गरिमा के बराबर होगी तो कितने साल पहले? x years earlier, right? So we'll be writing g minus x here. Yes or no? And the ratio is given 3:2. If you calculate this, what do you get? 2g equal to 3g minus 3x. What does it give you? It gives g equal to 3x. Yes or no? Now the question is asking, when Garima's age becomes the same as present age of Rajesh, है ना? Garima's age becomes present age of Rajesh. तो यानी कि R बन जानी चाहिए, right? Yes or no? अब अगर g 3x है तो r will become how much? 3x plus x, or we can say 4x. तो गरिमा की एज राजेश की एज के बराबर कब बनेगी? When will Garima's age become equal to age of Rajesh? X years later. So we just want to find out the ratio of ages of Rajesh and Garima when Garima's age becomes equal to present age of Rajesh. तो गरिमा भी कितने की है? 3x. When she will become equal to the age of Rajesh, तो गरिमा और राजेश में कितने का डिफरेंस है? x. So गरिमा की एज को you will have to increase by x, isn't it? So what will be Garima's age? It will be 3x plus x. And उस समय राजेश की एज भी कितनी बढ़ गई होगी? x बढ़ गई होगी. And what is the present age of Rajesh? 4x. तो 4x plus x, that gives you 5x by 4x, that gives you 5 by 4. Right, when Garima becomes 4x, Rajesh will become 5x. So we earlier found that Rajesh is older, है ना? And we assume that the difference between their ages is x. And earlier we were given that when Rajesh's age was same as present age of Garima. तो जब राजेश की एज गरिमा के बराबर होगी तो वो x साल छोटा होगा, isn't it? So g upon g minus x, तो गरिमा upon राजेश, है ना? So that will be 3 by 2, and then you find out g equal to 3x. This is present age of Garima, and when we have g equal to 3x, r will be 4x, right? If we put it in this equation, it is asking कि जब Garima becomes equal to present age of Rajesh, so Garima will have to be x years older. एंड तो गरिमा की एज कितनी हो जाएगी? 3x प्लस एक्स, एंड राजेश की भी x ईयर्स बढ़ जाएगी, 4x प्लस एक्स, दैट गिव्स यू 5 by 4. फाइन. दिस इज ऑल्सो, आई मीन द क्वेश्चन इज अ बिट कन्फ्यूजिंग हियर, बट ईजी क्वेश्चन, राइट? नाउ यू अगेन हैव दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन दैट यूजुअली कम्स इन कैट. ओके, सो ये क्वेश्चन ज़्यादा आते हैं कैट के अंदर. 4 apples, 2 bananas and 7 oranges, and the total bill amounts to this. If he buys 5 apples, 3 bananas, 8 oranges, the bill comes to 190. If he buys 15 apples, 11 bananas, 21 oranges, what should Aman pay? So this is the type of questions that they usually give you in linear equations in CAT, okay? Try to find out the solution to this. Yes, so let's start solving it. Equation formation is very easy over here. 4 apples, 2 bananas and 7 oranges. Generally what happens ki we usually write 7 oranges as 7O, and some people even later when they are solving the equations they take that O as 0. Okay, so don't make that mistake. So या तो आप oranges को कुछ G मान लो, something like that, right? तो 7 oranges, I am assuming that oranges is G. इससे बस फ़ायदा ये होगा कि when we are solving in the exam 0 और O उतना ध्यान रहता नहीं है, right? So total bill amounts to 147, if he buys 5 apples, 5 apples, 3 bananas, 8 oranges, 8g is equal to 190. I have to find out the value of 15 apples, 11 bananas, 21 oranges. This is what I need to find out. 15 apples, 11 bananas, and then 21 oranges. Oranges is G, right? You need to get a 15A over here. You need to get an 11B over here. You need to get a 21G over here. And with the use of these two equations only, because इन्हीं की values हमको पता है, we know the values of these only, okay? How can you bring a 15 over here? Try to bring a 15 over here. Now, you can bring 15 over here in multiple ways, but always try to do it like this, okay? See, you have 5 here, you have 4 here, right? How can you bring 15? If this somehow becomes, if you multiply it by 2, what does it become? 10. We need 15 here. नहीं तो बात नहीं बनेगी, right? We have smaller coefficient. If you multiply this by 3, it becomes 15. 15 minus 4 becomes 11, right? Not becoming equal to 15 है. Multiply it with 5, so it becomes 25A. To make 15 here, you need 10 here, and to make it 10, you will have to multiply with 2.5. तभी तो यहाँ 10A बनेगा. 25 minus 10, 15. But again, 2.5 decimal value looks a bit absurd, right? इसको 6 से करो, कितना होगा? 6 5 30. To make a 15, you need how much? 15A above. But again, to make it 15A, you have to multiply with a decimal, right? So multiply it with 7. What does it become? 35. Now out of 35, how much should you subtract so that it becomes 15? You need to subtract 20, right? So if I multiply this with 7, this by 5, what do we get? 35A minus 20A, that becomes 15A. 21B minus 10B becomes 11B, and 56G minus 35. 56 minus 35 becomes 21G. We are getting the exact equation, right? So try करना कि you multiply with integers only, first thing that you should think about, and then try to do it in such a way, okay? You've got the exact equation. When from this you subtract this, you're getting what? Exact this thing, right? 35 minus 20, 21 minus 10, है ना? This is multiplied by 5, this by 7. Yes or no? You're getting the exact thing. So basically, from this right hand side, you should subtract this right hand side. Yes or no? So now you can solve it. 19 7 ja 133, right? And 147 5 ja 735. How much are you getting? 5 595. Okay, 5, 12 minus 3, 9, and then 12 minus 7, yes. Clear? 595. ठीक है? That's correct. So this is again an easy question. Let's do a similar question. Here it is. Cost of 3 notebooks, 4 pens and 5 pencils is 110, while that of 10 pencils, 6 notebooks and 7 pens is 173. Okay, just a minute. I am removing these numbers, okay? This is 90, this is 169, okay? I think this is a misprint. The cost of 3 notebooks, 4 pens and 5 pencils is this, while that of 10 pencils, 6 notebooks and 7 pens is 169. Find the cost of 3 notebooks, 1 pen and 5 pencils. So 3 notebooks, 4 pens, let me assume pens is X, pencils is Y, okay? Again, because P, you cannot write PP, there will be a confusion, right? 4 pens, 5 pencils equals to 90, and then 10 pencils, 6 notebooks. So 6 notebooks, 7 pens, and then 10 pencils. It is 169. You have these two. You need to find out the cost of 3 notebooks, 1 pen, and 5 pencils. This is what you need to find out. So see, if I subtract from equation 2, if I subtract equation 1, I am getting 6n minus 3n, 7 minus 4, 3, and 10 minus 5, 5. So if I subtract, I am getting 3n, I am getting 5y, but I am not getting this x, I am getting 3x. So I cannot subtract directly, right? We'll use that same method, okay? अगर यहाँ पे 6 है, यहाँ 3 है, is there some other way in which you can make it 3n? If you multiply it with 3, it becomes 18, you multiply this with 5, it becomes 15. So 18 minus 15, 3, then again 21 minus 20 becomes x, 1, yes, and then again this was being multiplied by 3, right? 30 minus 25 becomes 5, yes. So this should be multiplied with 3, right? And this should be multiplied with 5. And if you subtract equation 1 from equation 2, 18 minus 15 becomes 3n, 21 minus 20 becomes x, and then 30 minus 25 becomes 5y. So that we simply need to find this, and that gives you 507 minus 450. That simply gives you 57. Easy question and exact replica of the previous one, okay, not difficult at all. During the exam it becomes a little bit difficult, we want to find out the answer fast. So do practice a couple of questions around this, okay, classic linear equations, and you will be able to get them, fine. And just try to use this method, and there's always a way, okay. Most of the times you will easily be able to find out that, okay, I need to multiply this particular equation is with this and this one with this, okay. Let's try to do another question. This is an easy one, okay. Now this is another type of questions that we have. A bag contains a total of 125 currency notes with denominations of 2, 5 and 10. The total value of the notes is 540. If the number of 5 rupee notes were tripled, the total value of the notes would increase to 840. How many 10 rupee notes are there in the bag? So 125 currency notes with denomination 2, 5, 10. Obviously, let me assume that there are X 2 rupee notes, Y 5 rupee notes, and Z 10 rupee notes. So total these many notes are there. So X plus Y plus Z will be 125. The total value of the notes is 540. So there are X notes of 2 rupees, total value will be 2x, Y notes of 5 rupees, total value 5y, and Z notes of 10 rupees, total value will be 10z. Total value of the money in the bag is, notes in the bag is 540. Then the question is asking if the number of 5 rupee notes were tripled, okay. So if you triple the number of 5 rupee notes, earlier it was y, if you triple it, it becomes 3y, right. So total value will become 15y. The total value of the notes would increase to 840. So there is no increase in the number of 2 rupee and 10 rupee notes, but this y is tripling, okay. Number of 5 rupee notes was y, it is tripling, so it will become 3y. Total value of 5 rupee notes now will be 5 into 3y, that means 15y, and 10z stays like that only. And now the total value of the notes is 840. In these two equations, if from this equation if I deduct this, what do I get? 2x cancels, 10z cancels, I will get 15 minus 5, that means 10y equals to 300 and y will be equal to 30. Y will be equal to 30, yes or no? Acha, try it, okay, from this point onwards you can try. Total value of the notes, ठीक है, how many 10 rupee notes are there in the bag? So find out the value of Z. Okay, some of you are getting 25. Okay, now you have y. You need to find out value of z. If you plant this y over here, what will you get? X plus z equals to 95. This is one equation. You need another equation of x and z so that you can solve those and get the value of z. So suppose you put y equal to 30 here. What will you get? 150, है ना? 150, 540 minus 150 is 390. So 2x plus 10z equal to 390. Now you need to find out the value of z. So you will have to eliminate x. If you want to eliminate x, multiply the above equation by 2 and then subtract. So 2x plus 2z equal to 190, and from this if you subtract this, 2x cancels, 10 minus 2 is 8. So 8z will be equal to 200, and that gives you z equals to 25. So yes, you are correct, okay. Okay. So this is how you can solve these equations. This is also based upon classic linear equations. यहाँ पे currency notes का रहता है बस, ठीक है, तो carefully place the values. Now we again have this question, you can try it yourself. A question paper consists of 60 questions. Each correct answer was used to fetch 4 marks and 1 mark is deducted for each wrong answer. A student who attempted all the questions scored 95 marks. Find the number of questions answered correctly by him. Come on, try this. Okay, most of you have answered 31. Let's see. So a question paper consists of 60 questions. Each correct answer fetches 4 marks. 1 mark is deducted for each wrong answer. A student who attempted all the questions scored 95. So सारे questions ने attempt कर दिए, तो ऐसा कोई question तो होगा नहीं which will be unanswered. So we can say that correct number of questions answered correctly plus number of questions answered incorrectly, that will be total, I mean equal to correct और wrong मिला करके 60 होंगे, right? Now each correct answer is getting 4 marks. So we can write 4C. Now we are dealing with marks. This is the total number of questions. And then we have what? अगर C questions are answered correctly, 60 minus C, correct with C, so wrong will be 60 minus C. 60 minus C. These many questions have been answered incorrectly. For all the incorrect answers, we are getting -1. So, we will multiply this with -1 and this is going to fetch me a total of 95 marks, right. So, 4C minus C plus C and then minus 60 will be 95. So, 5C will be equal to 155, C will be equal to 31. We were asked find the number of questions answered correctly by him. So, correct 31, wrong will be remaining 31 60 minus 31, that is 29. Okay, easy question. I hope this is clear as well. Yes. Okay, another question. The difference between a 3-digit number and the number formed by reversing its digits is 594. The sum of its digits is 19 and the hundredths digit is 3 times the unit digit. So, we have, this is ones, tens, hundred, right. Hundredths digit is 3 times the unit digit. So, ये वाली digit बड़ी है than the unit. So, when you reverse it, obviously the smaller digit will come in front, right. So, that means the difference that we have been given 594, it is original number minus reverse, right. So, suppose my 3-digit number is what, xyz. So, it can be written as 100x plus 10y plus z. This is my original number, okay, and we are clearly given that hundredth digit is 3 times the unit digit. So, obviously बात है, I mean ये बड़ा है 100 digit x जो आपका है ना, if x y z is my number, ये बड़ा है. So, when you reverse it, it becomes z y x. Z y x will be smaller. So, from this if I subtract z y x, after reversing it becomes z y x. So, z y x can be written as 100z plus again 10y plus x, and this difference has been given equal to 594. So, 100 minus x will be 99x, 10y minus 10y is gone, z minus 100z is 99z, and this is equal to 594. And I have been, can I take 19 common? So, 99 times x minus z will be 594 and x minus z will finally be what? 6, right? 9 6 54, 54, 6. So, difference between unit and the hundredths digit is 6. Sum of the digits is 19. So, we have also been given that x plus y plus z is 19. And again hundredths digit is 3 times the unit digit. Hundredths digit, that means x, है ना? Hundredths digit is 3 times the unit digit. We need to find out the number. If I get the value of x, y, z, I will be able to do that, right? If x is 3z, you can put it here, 3z minus z will be 6, 2z will be 6, z will be 3. If z is 3, 3 into 3 9, so x will be 9. Z is 3, x is 9, तो कितना आएगा 12, 7, y will be 7, right? So, what is your number? 973, 973, correct. That's the answer, okay, 973. Okay. So, you have this webinar also, I think it's already going on, you can check it later. Let's solve this question. This is Ankit went to the market to buy 12 liters of each of milk, juice and soda and tea. The cost of 6 liters of milk and 3.5 liters of juice together was 420. Cost of 2.5 liters of juice and 4.5 liters of soda together was 330. The cost of 1.5 liters of soda and 6 liters of tea together was this. Find the total amount spent by Ankit. So, he is buying total 12 liters of each of milk, juice, soda and tea. So, total quantity that he buys is 12 liters of milk, juice, soda and tea. Right, this is what he bought. The cost of 6 liters of milk, 6m, 3.5 liters of juice was 420, 2.5 liters of juice, 4.5 liters of soda, that is equal to 330, 1.5 liters of soda, 6 liters of tea, that is equal to 210. Find the total amount spent by Ankit. So he spent, bought this much amount, so he spent this much. We somehow need to generate the value of 12m plus j plus s plus t, right? And we are sure that it is going to come out of these equations only. Again, see, use basics. 6m is here. Do we have m in any other equation? No. We need to make it 12m. So obviously, let's try to multiply it with 2. So that when I add all these equations, I get a total of 12m. Got it? When this is becoming 12m, this is simultaneously going to become 7j. We have 7j here. In these two equations, we have j here only, right? Okay, some of you have already answered. This becomes 7j. We need 5j more because I need a total of 12j. So 7j, this should become 5j to make it a total of 12j. So surely this should be multiplied with 2, so that it becomes 5j, and this is 7j. 12j is done. Now soda becomes 2 into 4.5, that means 9s already. I need 3s more. We have 1.5s here. If I have to make it 3s, I will multiply it by 2. So 9 soda plus 3 soda becomes 12 soda, that is what I want, and it also becomes 12t. So that means if I add all these equations, this is being multiplied with 2, this is being multiplied with 2, this is being multiplied with 2. The total should be here, that should be my answer. So 2 times 420 plus 330 plus 210. 420 plus 330 is 750, 750 plus 210 is 960, 960 into 2. That gives you 1920, and that's your answer. This is easy again, okay, but yes, how to make this total, that is important. Right? So classic equations, how to club all the equations, these questions are easy, okay. I hope it is clear. Now this is a good question, okay, try to solve this. In a 4-digit number with distinct digits, the sum of the middle digits equals the sum of extreme digits. The sum of its second and fourth digits from the left equals 5 times the sum of its other 2 digits. If the sum of its digits is 18, what is the product of all the possible values of 100th digit? ठीक है, 4-digit number है. Try to solve this. ये कुछ ज़्यादा easy है, okay? This one is a bit challenging. इसको try करो आप. Okay, Sia has answered. Let's see. 4 digit number है, obviously let's assume it is A, B, C, D. Okay. Sum of the digits is 18. So A plus B plus C plus D is 18. It is also saying that all the digits are distinct. Okay, never forget this. Sum of the middle digits equals the sum of extremes. So middle ones are B, C and extremes are A, D. So we can say that A plus D is equal to B plus C, right? The sum of second and fourth digit from the left. Left say second and fourth. So B and D. So B and D is equal to 5 times sum of other two. So 5 times the sum of other two are A and C. This is another equation that we have. What is the product of all possible values of the hundreds digits? So 1s, 10s, 100 यानी कि B की possible values का product निकालना है. Okay. We already know that B plus D is equal to 5 times A plus C. Can we put it here? Because we have B plus D here. If I put B plus D equal to 5 times A plus C here, I get A plus C plus 5 times A plus C. That becomes 6 times A plus C is equals to 18, and that gives me A plus C equals to 3. If A plus C is equal to 3, B plus D will be 15, right? That means I have the equations which can now simply give me कि A और C की हम values क्या क्या ले सकते हैं. What can be the values of A and C for which sum is 3, and these have to be different digits, single digits, okay, distinct values. So 1, 2 is possible because 1 plus 2 is 3. 2, 1 is possible. 3, 0 is possible. Just a minute. 3, 0 is possible and 0, 3 is possible. But see, this is a 4 digit number, okay. As soon as you say that A is 0, because A plus C is 3, so A, C, we are getting the possible values. But if you take this pair 0, 3, that means you are saying that A is 0, C is 3. If A is 0, this does not remain a 4 digit number. So that means we cannot take this pair. 0, 3 will not be taken. Okay. Let's talk about this B plus D. 15 has to be the sum. Different digits. So 9, 6 is possible. 6, 9 is possible. 8, 7 is possible. I mean 7, 8 is possible and 8, 7 is possible. We are able to see that A, C, B, D all are having different values. Yes or no? We are interested in the all possible product of all possible value of hundreds digit. Hundreds is B. So what can be the values of B? 9. Okay. और कुछ हो सकता है यहाँ पे देखो. क्या और कोई पेयर कटेगा यहाँ पर? क्या किसी और पेयर को कैंसिल होना चाहिए? अगर आप कह रहे हो कि A हमने 0 वाला पेयर कैंसिल किया था, राइट? सो A इज 0, ठीक है. C विल बी 3 and then related to that we are calculating BD, right? अच्छा, पॉसिबल वैल्यूज़ क्या हो सकती है अगर आप 4 डिजिट नंबर्स निकालते हो यहाँ पर, what will be the possible values of the numbers that we can form? A is 1, C is 2, पहले इसको करते हैं, ठीक है. A is 1 and C is 2, ठीक है. एक और चीज़ आपको याद रखनी है कि हमें ये भी दिया हुआ था, ओके, वी डू नॉट हैव टू फॉरगेट दिस, A प्लस डी इज इक्वल टू B प्लस C, ये भी दिया हुआ है. तो अगर ये है A प्लस डी, कितना आना चाहिए? अगर मान लो मैं यहाँ पे रखता हूँ 8, तो B प्लस C 7 आना चाहिए. एक नंबर तो पॉसिबल ये हो गया. दूसरा क्या पॉसिबल हो सकता है? What else is possible? वन टू की जगह 2 1 भी कर सकते हैं, बट अगेन 4 डिजिट नंबर है और A प्लस डी विल बी B प्लस C. क्या हो सकता है? This is also possible, yes or no? 2817, because A plus D is equal to B plus C. A plus D will be B plus C. What else is possible? 1827 पॉसिबल नहीं होगा, बिकॉज 1827 में 10 ही हो जाएगा, 8 ही हो जाएगा सम. yes or no? अब आपका ए सी का एक और पेयर क्या आ रहा था? 3 0, राइट? सो 3 और 0, ये होना पड़ेगा 9 एंड दिस हैज टू बी 6, राइट? बिकॉज A प्लस सी इक्वल्स टू A प्लस डी इक्वल टू B प्लस सी, 3906, राइट? दिस इज वन नंबर पॉसिबल. क्या और कोई नंबर पॉसिबल होगा? क्या आप इसको 6903 कर सकते हो? सपोज यू इंटरचेंज दिस एंड दिस, तो A प्लस डी विल बी इक्वल टू B प्लस सी स्टिल, राइट? बट क्या ये फिर इस रूल को फॉलो करेगा कि B प्लस डी विल बी 5 टाइम्स A प्लस सी? विल नॉट फॉलो, राइट? 2817 तो आ रहा है, 1728 आ रहा है, 3906 आ रहा है. एनी अदर वैल्यू पॉसिबल? और कोई उसके अलावा और कुछ पॉसिबल नहीं होगा, राइट? बिकॉज वी हैव ऑलरेडी डन विद 1 2 2 1 एंड 3 0. उसके अलावा और कुछ फिट नहीं होगा, isn't it? So what are the values of B that you are getting? 100 digits, 7 8 एंड 9. यही तीन मेरे पॉसिबल होंगे, 7 8 9. प्रोडक्ट ऑफ ऑल पॉसिबल वैल्यूज ऑफ द 100 डिजिट 7 8 9, ठीक है? 504 कुछ प्रोडक्ट आएगा, राइट? 7 8 9. दैट्स इट. सो ये थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे लास्ट में सम ऑफ यू माइट बी फीलिंग कि ओके बी की वैल्यू 9 6 7 8 सब हो सकती है, तो 6 7 8 9 मल्टीप्लाई कर दो. दिस वॉज द कैच हियर कि एक वैल्यू फिर ऊपर फिट नहीं होगी, बिकॉज 1 2 का कॉम्बिनेशन चल सकता है, 2 1 का चल सकता है, 3 0 का चल सकता है, राइट? एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट यू हैव ऑलरेडी फिट द वैल्यूज, बिकॉज द digits have to follow both the equations, right? This was a good question. Let's solve this question now. A student was asked to find 3 by 11th of a number and he instead multiplied it by 11 by 3. As a result, he got an answer which was more than the correct answer by 3696. What was the number? So obviously when you are asked to find out 3 by 11th of a number, you are reducing it and you are multiplying it by 11 by 3, so you are increasing it because 11 by 3 is greater than 1, right? So किसी भी number को greater than 1 से multiply करोगे तो it increases. So what should be the equation? ऑब्वियसली मान लेता हूँ वो नंबर x है, तो उसको 11/3x से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो ज़्यादा वैल्यू आ जाएगी, -3/11 of x. The difference is 3696. As easy as that, right? You simply have to solve this equation now. So 121 minus 9. Now you solve it. 112 से obviously कटेगा ही कटेगा. 112 3 जा 336. तो then 3696 है ना, हाँ 6. So this will be cancelled 33 times. So x will be 33 into 33. 33 square is 1089, right? You can take LCM ही लिया है basically, okay? 1089. Fine. This is an easy question again. Try to solve this question. A shop wants to sell a certain quantity in kg of grains. It sells half the quantity and an additional 3 kg of these grains to the first customer. Then it sells half of the remaining quantity and an additional 3 kg of these grains to the second customer. Finally, when the shop sells half of the remaining quantity and additional 3 kg to the third customer, there are no grains left. The initial quantity in kg of grains is. Now see, we basically have an initial quantity, suppose x, and what are you doing? You are selling that quantity and then you are selling half the quantity and additional 3 kg. So you can go this way as well, or otherwise you can go the other way around, I mean backtrack karke, okay? So it sells half the quantity and additional 3 kgs. So half the quantity and additional 3 kgs, ये sold हो गया है. So what do you remain with? X by 2 minus 3. Right, this is what you remain with. तो फर्स्ट कस्टमर को ये चला गया, सोल्ड, ओके. दिस इज व्हाट वी आर रिमेनिंग विद. अब अगेन इसका भी क्या होगा? यू अगेन हैव टू सेल हाफ ऑफ दिस प्लस एडिशनल 3 kg टू द सेकेंड कस्टमर एंड यू विल रिमेन विद समथिंग. देन अगेन देयर विल बी अ न्यू क्वांटिटी विच विल बी लेफ्ट रिमेनिंग, राइट. उसका भी आधा प्लस 3 यू हैव टू सेल, है ना, एंड व्हेन यू सेल इट देयर इज नथिंग लेफ्ट. तो यू डू बैक ट्रैकिंग, ओके. सो बैक ट्रैकिंग में आप क्या करोगे? ऑब्वियसली जब लास्ट कस्टमर को भी आप दे रहे हो तो आप क्या कर रहे हो? वट एवर क्वान्टिटी विल बी लेफ्ट, उसका आधा एडिशनल 3, नथिंग विल बी लेफ्ट, राइट. सो अज्यूम कि लास्ट थर्ड कस्टमर को देने से पहले जो क्वांटिटी बची थी कितनी थी? वो x. x by 2 minus 3 will be 0, right? Nothing will be left, कुछ बचा नहीं है. So x will be equal to 6. x equal to 6 क्या होगा? Before giving it to the third customer, yes or no? Before giving it to the third customer. एंड देन उससे पहले भी क्या होगा? ऐसे ही हुआ होगा. जो भी क्वांटिटी इससे पहले बची होगी बिफोर गिविंग टू द सेकेंड कस्टमर, x by 2 minus 3 शुड बी इक्वल टू 6. So what do you get? 18. This is quantity left before giving to the second customer, right? And again x by 2 minus 3 will be 18, and that will give you x equal to 42. This is the quantity left before giving to the first customer. Quantity left before giving to the first customer मतलब वही initial quantity होगी which we were planning to sell, तो वो 42 ही होगी because quantity left before giving to the first customer वही we wanted to sell, right? So you can do this way and initial से last तक कर सकते हो, ठीक है? I hope this is clear. This is a CAT PYQ, okay? That's it for today's session, okay? Try these questions by yourself. बल्कि ये तो linear के question है, इसमें आपको ज़्यादा issue भी नहीं आएगा. Tomorrow we'll meet for the quadratic equation. Do go through all kind of graphs that we have, discriminant, right? And then sum of roots, product of roots, maxima, minima of quadratic equation. Okay, go through all of that and we'll meet tomorrow, okay? That's it for the session today. And do not miss any of these sessions, okay? Most probably मैंने आपसे बोला था initially कि if you do all of these sessions, बहुत सारे ऐसे कम से कम 50-80-100 क्वेश्चन आपको नए दिखेंगे जो शायद आपने छोटी मोटी मिस्टेक की से गलत कर दिए होते, बट देन यू कैन गेट देम करेक्ट, ओके? एंड ऑब्वियसली आई मीन पढ़ने से थोड़ी कुछ बुरा होता है, राइट? देयर इज नो हार्म. वील मीट टुमारो, ओके? थैंक यू सो मच. आई एंड द सेशन हियर. बाय बाय.